incurring expenditure of the public money, prior approval of the CA, Comptroller General is required to be noted. It is clear, na? But in India, prior approval by CAGI is not required prior to incurring expenditure. Okay? But actually CAGI in India conduct post-mortem function. Okay? When after the expenditure occurred, then only CAGI exercises its strength, its function, its role start after the expenditure occurred. It is clear, na? But it is important watchdog of the public finance. Okay? Actually, since 1950, since the commencement of the constitution, CAGI was performing two type of function. First function was maintaining account of expenditure, okay, right? And second function was to conduct audit of account of expenditure. Getting well now? Actually, CAGI was having two roles. One was to maintain the account of expenditure, and second to conduct audit after the end of the financial year. It is clear, na? You see, CAGI Duty Function Amendment Act was passed, okay, and from 1976, the account keeping function was taken away by CAGI. Now, the concerned expending department will itself maintain the account. Getting well now? And hence, CAGI is left only with the audit function. Getting well? But prior to 1976, CAGI was performing two type of function. First one was maintaining the account of the expenditure, and second, it was conducting audit in the end of the financial year. Okay? But actually it was criticized because the same body is maintaining account and same body is conducting audit. Okay? So in order to introduce more transparency in this field, Indian Parliament conducted amendment and the account keeping function were taken away by the CAGI, and this was given to every concerned department. Okay? And you see, since 1st April 1974, right, government introduced 5 tier of account maintaining system. Getting well, na? 5 tier of account maintaining system. Actually, sectoral head, right, major head, minor head, sub head, right, such type of particularly heading, in different type of heading, account are being maintained. Okay? And this account is being audited by CAGI in the end of the financial year. Right? So what is the role of CAGI? It is clear now? The role of CAGI, you see, what is the objective of audit? Okay? I said that to incur expenditure out of Constituted Fund of India, prior approval from CAGI is not required. Okay? This is not permissible under the Constitution of India. Okay? CAGI start function only after expenditure occur. Okay? Getting well now? Only after. That's why the function of CAGI is of post-mortem nature. Getting well now? But it is important watchdog of the public finance because it holds the power to conduct audit of the account. An objective of audit is to ensure whether executive incurred expenditure as per the provision of Appropriation Act or not. What is the function, what is the objective of audit? It is clear now? The objective of audit conducted by CAGI is to ensure that whether executive conducted expenditure out of Constituted Fund of India as per the provision laid down under Appropriation Act or not. It is clear na? Suppose if CAGI in its audit identified that the executive diverted the fund, okay, actually the principle laid down in the Appropriation Act was not followed properly, okay, so it is a serious charge on the government or not? It will be a serious charge. So actually as per Article 151, 151. One actually provision for CAGI is from 148 to 151. Na? So as per Article 151 of the Constitution, CAGI submit its annual audit report to the President of India. It is clear, na? And President of India referred this report to the Speaker of Lok Sabha. Okay, and a Speaker of the Lok Sabha referred this report to for analysis to Public Account Fund, Public Account PSC, Public Account Committee. Getting well now? Actually, PSC is the Standing Economic Committee of the Parliament, consisting of 22 members, 15 members from Lok Sabha, 7 from Raj Sabha. Okay, and conventionally, leader of opposition or member from the opposition party is made the chairman of PSC, right? It is clear, na? To hold control over the government, hai na? In terms of public finance. It is clear, na? Actually, once you see, when Rajiv Gandhi was Prime Minister of India, he appointed one member from AIA-DMK as the chairman of PSC, despite the fact that AIA-DMK was supporting Rajiv Gandhi at the center. It was against the convention, which caused resentment among the MPs, and hence under the leadership of VP Singh, several MP rendered their resignation. Okay, then Lok Morcha government came into existence, right, under the prime ministership of VP Singh. Getting well now? So what type of role PSC particularly play? It is clear, na? Actually, you see, CAGI submits its annual report, audit report to the President of India. President of India referred this report to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. A Speaker of the Lok Sabha referred this report to PSC. PSC analyzes the report, okay, and finally report of the CAGI, and then after it submit its report to the Speaker. Then a Speaker put this audit report at the floor of the House. Getting well now? Right? How much transparency it is clear. When a Speaker put the audit report finally at the floor of the House, okay, and if CAGI audit indicates that there is misappropriation of fund or diversion of fund or expenditure is not as per the provision of Appropriation Act, then opposition bring no confidence motion, and if it is passed, then government fall. It is clear, na? Right? So these are important legislative control over public finance. It is clear, na? Right from collecting tax from the people, okay, and also how the tax or this revenue or public finance will be managed for the welfare of the people, na? Right? It is ensured with financial accountability. It is clear, na? Because particularly you see, every concerned expending department are liable to incur expenditure as per the provision of Appropriation Act. It is clear, na? Otherwise they will be charged. Actually, there are several cases related on this issue. You see, in case of Lalu Prasad Yadav in Bihar, what happened? The then government maintained the account in which, and this account was supported by a voucher, and this voucher was mentioning a number of a vehicle through which 10 male buffalo was transported from Patna to Ranchi. When CAGI analyzed the number of the vehicle, this number was the number of a scooty. Okay, so how it was possible to carry particularly 10 buffalo from Patna to Ranchi? Right, this was the charge level against Lalu Prasad Yadav. Okay, that's why he was jailed finally. It is clear, na? So you see, since at that time RJD was in absolute majority, that's why no confidence motion could not be passed. Okay, but you see, Sushil Kumar Modi filed PIL and finally he was jailed, you know. It is clear, na? Right? So what type of particularly economy is required to be maintained Transparency is required to be maintained. It is clear now, right? This is all about, है ना, all about legislative control over public finance. That's all. Okay.